All right, hello and welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, it is getting intense. We're back in the saddle here, behind the Black Veil. Hope everybody is well. Let's get it popping. Pow. Let's clear the air. I hope you're chilling. Chilling is highly recommended. Fantastic. All right, let's find out what's going on, okay? Because it's super intense. Oh, let me get my notes. All right, okay. I'm not going to say anything about the notes on second thought until they say something about the notes, okay? That way I know it's a thing. All right, fantastic. So, ancestors, thank you for being here. Ancestors, creator, thank you for our ancestors. We've been doing such good work. It's been a super intense couple of weeks, okay? So I had to come off break so I could get some rest. All right, absolutely. So, what did you want to discuss with the children of God here today, ancestors? Today, we'd like to discuss this right here. Love is its own reward. Loving is its own reward. Okay, I don't know why my mouth wouldn't say loving. Okay, loving is its own reward. Now, see, that's deep because that's in my notes. Okay, okay, now it's a thing. Now it's a thing. All right, cool. So let's put this back. All right, fantastic. Bear with me. By the way, the safety directions are down below if you're new here. Shout out to the new people. Shout out to my hard rocks, because we be rocking behind the black veil. You know how we do? So check it out. Okay, I will say the very act of loving is the benefit of the risk. Now that's deep. Let's say that again. The very act of loving is the benefit of the risk. So the act is the benefit. I'm sorry if I'm beating you in the head with this, but that was deep on me. Okay, so, right, so love is its own reward, right? The act of loving, it's its own reward. We all want to be loved back. Come on, y'all. We all want to be supported. But when you grow up, you see that it has nothing to do with how the person who receives your love reacts, and all about you just being willing to open your heart in this dangerous world. Come on now. Come on. Opening your heart in this dangerous world. That is facts. And that is where the balls are located. Anybody? Exactly. Exactly. Be a gangster and love the fuck out of somebody today. Come on now. Expect nothing in return. Ooh, that's deep. Now that's cowboy shit, y'all. That's cowboy shit. You feel me? Now, let me add to that, all right? Because it is a dangerous world. It's not a game. It's not a game. Okay, so I would recommend backing up to a safe distance is what I would add to that. Hello? Right. Because love your fucking self. That's why. Right. Okay, so let's get it all done. Ladies and gentlemen, all right. Now, what I wanted to talk about in my notes was this. Love bombing. Who came up with that? Who weaponized love and why? Right. Okay. Is that the standard of love? Okay, was some of my thinking over the break. Love bombing. I don't like the idea of if somebody, like compliments you, just goes on, goes out, pulls out all the stops for you or whatever, that's something you need to be suspicious of. I don't like that idea. That's a bad idea. You feel me? Okay? But at the same time, it does make sense to okay, it's a spectrum, right? Okay, trust but verify on the light side of the spectrum, right? and remain observant. You feel me? And present to the possibilities on the extreme side of the spectrum. You feel me? Like, the law of life is balance. There's no quick and easy, if this then that, if that then this. That's not real. Okay? That's to save time if you don't have time to do a good job and be thorough, about finding out facts, or finding out who people really are. Do they deserve your love? Shit like that. You know what I mean? But why are we blaming it on love when we say love bombing? No. That was just a psychopathic maniac, or that was some sort of sociopathic, narcissist, or it wasn't. Don't blame it on love, people. Don't blame it on love, and don't bring love into this, is what I say about the idea of love bombing. Because then if I give somebody compliments, they don't trust me. If I say how fabulous you are, you're suspicious? Just automatically. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy. That's not even a healthy place to live in your mind. All right, moving on. Ancestors, could you expound upon this? Okay, well, here's the basic bottom line nutshell that we're saying here. Loving is its own reward. All right, hang on a second. Boom, back like magic. Right, back like magic. So, yeah, again, sorry about that. Loving is its own reward. Get to a safe distance. All right, ancestors. What did you want to say to put this in a nutshell? Facts. Okay. Hello? Okay, what do you mean, facts? Because I just said some things. Okay, so let me give me a bridge. Get to a safe distance is what I'm getting out of that. Mercy and grace, a safe passage. Come on now. Safety. Right. Okay, so give me one more on that, though. Give me one more on this loving is its own reward. This the bridge. You taking this to the bridge. Careful emotional decision. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Careful emotional decisions out there doing that cowboy shit, y'all. Right, because ain't nobody Santa Claus around here. Do you feel me? All right, facts. Truth. Ace of Swords energy. Let's crack this thing open. I know that's right, ancestors. They say, watch it with that one. Put some respect on my name. Exactly. Is the law. All right. Respect for women's affairs. I want to say sudden change, but hold that. Put a thumbtack in that. Loving is its own reward. Be careful out there. Facts. Right, because love your fucking self. Put some respect on my name. I got you, baby. I got you. Okay, so let's go further. Right, you have every reason to be upset, somebody, children of God, around here, and or on another floor, somebody's mad about you. Or they're mad they got to put respect on your name, or they're mad because respect is getting on your name and they're feeling away. All right, get off on one of those floors or all of those floors. Okay. Go on. Right, see, they mad. Okay, I feel that they're mad. That's the first shit that I thought. Okay, abso-fucking-lutely. Hold on, let me reflect. Because your destiny, that's why. Loving is its own reward. I see. I get the sensation you're very loving. And this is some sort of thing you've achieved. Like love is a skill, behind the black veil. Love is a skill. So it's like you've mastered love. Okay, there's a lot of backstory here. There's a lot of backstory off card. All right, it's like you've mastered love on some scale, children of God, and something is happening. I don't know if you're going around, if you're doing an Oprah, like, you get love. I don't know if you're doing that, okay, or something is happening with love, obviously, right? I get the sensation somebody's mad, and or something was happening to you. Maybe there was no reward because they said, do it for nothing. Expect nothing in return. Right? And I feel that that's real, but for me, in my way of thinking, there's a window. There's a window. You can't just perpetually do shit like that because who has the energy, right? And not to mention, not to mention how it's all about being willing to open your heart in this dangerous world. It's a dangerous world. That's the thing. That's the thing. But you still got to open your heart. You're under obligation as a child of God to continue to love. And no one has to return that if you work for the Creator. You feel me? The Creator pays you. So yes, I'm going to guess, we want people to love us back, but really your payments come from God. And the issue is, will they let God work through them? Is the sensation that I'm getting. Let's go further and find out more. Facing your fears. Right. Because you're a force of nature, children of God. It's safe for you to love, but not safe because you don't have to do your due diligence and look both ways when you cross the street. But it's safe for you because you're skilled at it. Right. Mega difference right there. Okay? You're skilled at it. That's why they're sending you in on the special ops love team. Do you feel me? To get them facts across. Okay? To get them facts across. That loving is its own reward. Do you feel me? It's kind of like what's happening in America right now. In America. All right? It's kind of like what's happening in America with the option of, hey, want to look at this, as a cup half full kind of thing? That's what we're being offered. Right? And that's like closer to filling up the whole cup, like you're closer. You have more momentum. You're encouraging yourself to accomplish the thing and therefore raising the probabilities that you will accomplish the thing. You feel me? You know what I mean? And so that's the same principle. Like, it's not that it's not dangerous to love. It's not that you don't have to have a skill about it, but it's that you allow yourself to continue to be driven, and fearless about it and committed to your job as a divine child. Amen. Because God is love, that's why. Okay, and, but of course, protect yourself, love yourself. Brilliant. Trust and intimacy. Somebody broke the trust with, I'm going to guess, a lack of facts or a lack of truth. Okay? And you have every reason to be upset. All right? I don't know. Children of God, this is on a spectrum from mild to cataclysmic. Get off on your floor. Look. Abundant future. Look at this. Abundant future, bloodline legacy, inheritance. And then here, look, destiny, the star, the goal, the focus, the purpose, right? That's you. I feel that that's you. Okay, so I'm getting the sensation that you're doing something, or you did something, or you will do something in the very near future. Probably, if it's the very near future, it'll start manifesting within the next week. Chances are. But anyhow, I feel that you did something or you do something. And, okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting some distractions here. Maybe you're getting some distractions? I'm getting some distractions. Okay, let's go on because Right, divine child of God. Fearlessness. Put some respect on my name. Okay, thank you. So you did something or you do something where there's not much in it for you. I want to say there's not much in it for you in terms of, does someone else have the skill that you have to love you back? You dig it? And I'm going way beyond feelings. And I'm going into application, you know, to do, that sort of thing, right? That's a verb, to do, all right? Shout out to the grammar people. You know what I mean? And I just feel like if you have every reason to be upset, and put some respect on my name, trust is the issue. It's dangerous. Be careful. So you gave out some love skillfully. I'm going to go ahead and guess. Okay. And maybe there, or when this happens, and there's no one to really skillfully love you in return the same way. I'm getting the sense that you have some truths to establish on the planet. I don't know, I'm getting a weird energy, y'all. It's weird right now. All right, just bear with me and just flow with me the best way you can. Hear me and feel me for best results. I see. Go and where demons and angels fear to tread. The courage to love. The courage to love, y'all. That's what happened here. Facts. Okay? A lot of people don't have the courage like y'all have, children of God, to love. You know how people be trying to treat you like you're weak or weird or strange on some level for loving? Or like in a situation with men, right? Since that's pretty popular, where men will treat you, not just men, but when a guy is particularly on the bullshit, right? No long-term commitment, and treats you like loving him was some sort of character flaw of yours. Don't you love shit like that? Okay? I've experienced that in my past on a couple of occasions where it was like, wow, are you really treating me like loving you was my fault? Like I did, like I did something dumb? And I mean, ultimately, right? Okay, they have a point. But at the same time, being a loving person, come on, dude, it just boils down to who are you up on this planet? You know? Are you down with love or not? Period. You know? All right. Right, the tower, in order. Come on now, ancestors, in order. Because clear path is one of the things that this represents, the star card, destiny. And then we have the tower, which is one of the main things in life that gets in the way. It gets in the way. Things get in the way. Do you feel me? Hello? And really, when the tower comes, something already was in the way. And then the tower came because it was a faulty foundation. So that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing that if we want to have this abundant future, if we want to reach the destination, do you feel me? We have to bring a tower to the old shit, which I'm going to go ahead and guess, since we're talking about put some respect on my name, is being disrespectful toward what? Toward love. Toward love. And toward people who are being loving. Have you seen this? Where people are hateful towards loving people? Have we seen this? Like, where do you get the energy from? It didn't come from the loving people. Where do you get the energy to hate like that? It must be you, and it must be your problem. Now, that, of course, is on a spectrum, from mild to cataclysmic, because in some instances it does make sense for a person to be cautious, defensive. Am I right? It's dangerous out here. It's not a game. Okay? So I'm going to guess here You went where demons and angels feared to tread, and you dared to love up in this dangerous world. All right? I'm going to go ahead and guess somebody didn't follow suit. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and guess that, even though that's off card. What's on card is the feelings. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting the feelings, the happening, a lack of trust, or some sort of violation to the trust, some sort of violation. I don't get the sensation it's, okay, well, either somebody went into this intimacy or they didn't. And that's the problem. Now, of course, on Patreon, we're going to get into the details. All right. But the bottom line is the going where demons and angels fear to tread was not met with a return. Excuse me. With a return. Expect nothing in return. Okay. And so what I get out of that as well is, you know, in my life, I feel like God sends me in to love people, like on a mission. You know what I'm saying? Just looking over my life, and my relationships, you know, and how much I've gotten out of them. You know, now, of course, this is not every relationship, but generally, the majority of my, you know, experience has been that the skillfulness can differ drastically from person to person, the skillfulness, and also the prioritization of the skill of love. Like, you know, like people come outside not even understanding that love has to be applied properly for the best results. And nobody's got it all down to pat to a science. So, I mean, for all of those reasons, let's take it easy out there, you know, kind of thing. You feel me? But I feel like God sends me to love people because their lives do change. That I can say. Their lives do change. They do expand their consciousness. They do become closer to whatever the mystery of God is. Right? The mystery called God. That's facts. Okay, that's facts. Facts. I can't deny that definitely happens. Do I be getting out what I want? It's rare. Let's put it there. It is rare that someone even cares to be skillful. You know, including checking you if you go off road. Right? Because we're not perfect and no one is perfect. But people will let some shit fester and then blame you for it. And the shortcoming may be yours ultimately that triggered the thing, but the interest you should not have to pay that because they didn't give you an opportunity to solve the problem. Communication is key. That's part of the skill. You dig what I'm saying? So in that way, that is, you know, putting all that together and then trying to live your life, you know, there's no fast and loose way to do it. You know, there's no black and white, you know, if that, then this. You have to constantly balance, constantly learn, constantly research, constantly observe, and apply yourself, you know, in the middle of all of those things, right? So that is what I'm getting. I get that you went somewhere and nobody went with you, or they didn't want to take the risk, right? They didn't want to risk opening their chests like you. I mean, to some degree it's understandable, but less so once you've made that leap. Am I right? It's less and less understandable. Right? Okay. So loving is its own reward. Let's pull it in. Let's pull it into mind your business. Mind your own damn business, because that's how we do it here. All right? Abso-fucking-lutely. Shout out to the vice president of the future. All right? That's my boy right there. Oh, I love that guy. Love that guy. All right. So anyhow... But side note, yo, what was that with his son? I mean, me and his son was bawling. Okay, the DNC. Anybody? Oh my God, I was in tears constantly. Okay, then with the son and he's crying, and then they came out with he's on the spectrum. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? His response was absolutely appropriate. Anybody? This is the type of shit I'm talking about. All right. Sorry. Let me calm down. You know, I get passionate about these things. Okay, listen. That's what love looks like, people. They fucking talked about this man's son like they never seen love before in their life. I mean, hello? Anybody? Anybody remember love? I mean, that was such a beautiful, beautiful moment. I don't even know these people. I was in tears. I'm like, yeah, that's your dad, buddy. That's your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, hello? Are you kidding me? That was a completely natural and normal fucking response. I would not have known anything about this spectrum business if they didn't mention it. Not that that's an issue, but I'm just saying, why should you have to mention that? There's nothing wrong with his response. What's wrong with your fucking response? Right. Look, everybody out. Everybody out into the light. It's Judgment Day. You feel me? And what do? What do these negative people do? They're trying to dump their shit on us, children of God. They're trying to dump their shit on us. Look at all this negative energy that just came out. I'm sorry. I don't want to election y'all to death, okay? But it's riveting. Okay, is all I'm going to say. It's riveting. Holy shit. So much we're learning about humanity. Shout out to Donald Trump. Okay, shout out to Donald Trump because, you know, he showed us an America that we never thought existed. No, we didn't know it was on this scale that it was on. We didn't understand. We didn't understand. And so that's legit. We needed to know that. We needed to know that because education reform, that's what that tells me. Hello? Absolutely. And it tells me he didn't go to preschool. This man did not go to preschool. Okay? I could spot somebody a mile away who didn't go to preschool. Or if you didn't go to preschool, but you have, you know, people who love you in your life when you were young, I could always tell. I can tell. Okay? So anyhow, let's go to Patreon, shall we? YouTube people, let's get a segue for you. Wrap this up, all right? Because it was a little nebulous, so I hope you got something out of that. But you see how brave you got to be to love in this world? Another thing is, I'm sorry, I got to election y'all again. Another thing is that, you know how they started talking about Kamala, right? They started out light, but then they started getting nasty. Anybody picking up on this? And I mean really like rank, you know what I'm saying? And of course, because she's a woman, so they just want to dump all of the, you know, putrid fucking toxic waste into, you know, her camp, you know? And that's hard to ignore shit like that. And they know that. But do you see how the devil is turning up and getting particularly evil about the shit? Right. Signs of desperation. Abso-fucking-lutely. Signs of victory for the good side, okay? And the good team and God's good intentions. Not that anyone's perfect, but I'm just saying. Okay? So, segue for the YouTube people. Cycle is closing on this sort of business, and an expanded awareness is taking place. We're about to see lots of different kinds of masks, and we're about to see them removed. Okay? That's what time it is. World card. Closing of a cycle, expanded awareness of how we do it here. All right? Absolutely. Facts. An expanded awareness of the facts, an expanded awareness of love, an expanded awareness of the dangers, because in this card, it's the carnival. And people are wearing masks in the revelry, right? This is also partying responsibly. It's like it's a maturity. It's a maturing at the closing of a cycle. Like it's oh, you know, oh, that's it. You know, like, you know, it's a sort of a revelation, but it's quiet. It's because it's nighttime. So it's not like a big broadcast necessarily. It could be because it's the world card. But my point being, it's got a quality to it. And they say in this card that people wearing masks can sneak up on you, strike, and blend back into the crowd, without detection. Okay, so all of that, okay, all of that is about to be laid out, I feel. Just displayed, the whole mechanics of the thing. Okay, I'm getting the mechanics of the thing. All right, so put a thumbtack in that, mechanics of the thing. Go on. And what are we saying about that, ancestors? Profound realization of self. Take a look at yourself. Know yourself. Know what you want. Be self-possessed. Be self-possessed. Self-possessed. And so what am I saying about that? What I'm getting off of the top is, do not let your doubts possess you. Do not let your fears possess you. Facing up the fears. Trust and intimacy. When you're a child of God, this is important. That's the Hierophant card. This is Major Arcana. World card, Major Arcana. Hierophant card, Master of the Head. Spiritually anointed. Shout out to the Christians. When you're a child of God, it's a commitment, like a priest. This is the high priest. It's a commitment. And because God is love, it's a commitment to love, children of God. Children of love. You are the love children of the universe is what I'm getting. You are the love children. That makes a lot of sense, because how is it that humans are still alive? With all our ignorance as a species. I mean, that boggles the mind. I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, that boggles the mind. How are you still alive? I swear to God. You know what I mean? Okay, because God is real. That's part of what convinces me. That's part of my evidence. Right, because human beings would have been killed themselves. Hello? Abso-fucking-lute. So, okay. So, in terms of your responsibility, I mean, on pain of death, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean that shit. On pain of death. You work for God. You got to do what God say. Going where demons and angels fear to tread. Listen, you don't have to like it. I promise you, you don't. Okay? Anybody? Anybody living on the planet with me? Okay? Right. God does not care if you like it or not. That's clear to me. Okay? Absolutely. But you do what God tell you to do. All right? That includes who to love, how to love them, when to love them, how long to love them, when to leave them. Okay? All of that. You better do what God say, because if you don't, tower. That's why. That's why. It's not a game. It is not a damn game. And, with the forces of nature here, okay, and the lightning that struck the tower, first card, last card. Hello, anybody? How we do it here. This is how we do it here, says God. Expanded awareness. The closing of the case. What are we closing the case on? Ignorance. That's what that gives me. And that includes your own children of God, even though you may have every reason to be upset. Do you feel me? That's the lower understanding of what you're doing here. The higher understanding, high priest, master of the head. The higher understanding is that you work for God. Period. End of story. This the veteran. Going where demons and angels fear to tread. Been there, done that. Shame life gotta be like that. Possibly kicking rocks. Or possibly at the end of kicking rocks after a long rock kicking career. Do you feel me? Anybody? All right? And so he knows what it is. And so he knows how to appreciate when you ain't gotta struggle about no shit. That's what's going on here. Trust, appreciate safety and sanctuary. Appreciate when you have a safe space you could be loving in. Appreciate that shit. All right? Because the love warriors protect our freedom to love safely. Do you feel me? And you need somebody like that in your life. And that's facts. That is facts. Hello? Anybody? Anybody need a love they can trust in their life? Anybody? All right? Anything like me? Let's go on. So I get the sensation in terms of you being loved back, children of God. You better get used to just loving love and loving working for God. That's facts. Not that God won't pay you, but it works different here. Expanded awareness, right? It works different here in terms of where's the HR department, payroll, and how does that work, and don't worry about it. Do what God tell you in the story. You dig what I'm saying? And that's the commitment of the high priest. That's the commitment on pain of death. Oh, but God, if I do that, I might die. Then die. Do you hear me? Right, okay. So, and that shout out to the Middle East, all right? Because I feel like they were touching on that. I feel that they're doing it wrong, okay? But I feel that they were touching on that with the whole suicide bomber thing. Turn it down. They need to calm down, all right? Absolutely. But we get it. I mean, even the Japanese, right? With the kamikaze guys. Am I right? Right? Okay? It bees like that. All right, says the Middle Eastern guys and the Japanese guys. It bees like that sometime. All right? So, okay, it bees like that sometime. Well, let's try not to do that. Is all I'm saying. Because love yourself. Okay, right. Oh, that's your obligation, ladies and gentlemen. You under obligation. Do you know? Side note, do you know that if we could say God punishes, or if we could say there's karma for a thing, did you know that you get the same karma if you disrespect loving your own self? Yeah, God will still bust your ass, just like you hurt somebody else. Absolutely. Anybody? Oh, man. Absolutely. No one is exempt. Like how I'm not hurting anyone but myself. Like, okay. I mean, we as the people who also have flaws don't have to judge that person or punish that person necessarily. But in terms of how we do it here, the laws of karma, oh, that shit is coming. That shit is coming. Okay, so whatever short you dealt yourself, it can get worse. You really just have no choice but to operate within the framework of the law. What law? The law of the universe, right? It will behoove you to, cooperate with the other law within reason, of course, so long as it makes sense for humans, right? Because we are rebellious here in America, are we not? That's right. That's right. That's how we established this place. Through revolution and rebellion. Absolutely. That's who we are. We're the badasses of planet Earth, of the Western world. Do you feel me? All right. So we need to expand our repertoire to include love and also prioritizing it. Ace of Swords, Master of the Head is what I'm getting off of that. Prioritizing love, because if you don't build on a strong foundation, tower, Rome, you feel me? Greece, Egypt. Anybody picking up on the common denominator right there with the tower? Right. You can't live without love. Facts. Love is facts when it comes to health, when it comes to being the master of your head, when it comes to how we do it here, according to the forces of nature. Why are humans alive? Because God is love. That's why. Because our dumbass would have been dead. That's how we know. Okay? Absolutely. Let's go deeper. All right? Let's go deeper. Okay, see? To avoid conflict here. To avoid all this war business. Get your head on straight, Master of the Head. Get your head on straight. Humanity. Hello? And that's the business of the children of God. is to help humanity get their head on straight. So what does that mean? As a high priest, high priestess, our business is to demonstrate head on straight. Right. Our business is to inspire head on straight. Facts. Hello? Your head work better when it's on straight. That's facts. Simple. Hello? It works better when there's some respect around here. Respect for women's affairs. Sudden gain in the marketplace, sudden change, the lightning that struck the tower, the mother of storms. Listen, it could get worse. That's what the veteran knows. That's what we know, children of God. It could get worse. But now we're starting to have to mature, right? Coming into a maturity here with the world card, with the cycles pass, reflecting on what we've learned. You know, you have to embrace the legitimacy of your anger. But at the same time, understand that you have to work in tandem with the forces of nature. Otherwise, tower is all I'm saying. All right. So I feel that there's more. There's way more. Okay. So let's get deeper. All right. We're going to go to Patreon. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope that information helped you in some kind of way and it blesses you. Pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom. Hit that notification bell and pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom over at Amazon. And make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. I will see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.